Hello everybody and welcome back to Psychopath's Mandatory Happiness. My name is Chaos Signature, and last time on Psychopath's Mandatory Happiness, we became an enforcer, and we are now meeting our co-workers. We haven't really done anything yet. I think it's a majority visual novel. I mentioned earlier that in the last part that I wasn't sure what style of game this was. I also mentioned that I've never really watched Psychopaths. I've only watched the first episode, and I want to watch it. It's just one of those things that I've been putting off forever, years now. But yeah, so let's continue on our Enforcer quest, shall we? However, I didn't let this sentimentality overtake me. I had decided to find Yukari, and I wasn't about to let this woman I had just met stop me. Looking forward to working with you, Miss Kukatachi. From now on, we're detectives till the very end. Wait for me, Yukari. I will definitely find you, no matter where you may be. Well, I guess that's the point of the game, is to find Yukari. The first mission came quickly. As my hue worsened, I had sunk further into the abyss. I hated yet yearned for Tokyo, the city that had taken her from me. How ironic that it took me in as a detective. But moreover, my first case wasn't in Tokyo. Sato Marine City, my hometown. Who would have ever thought I'd come back here so soon? Sato Marine City, Niigata Prefecture. A floating dome-like city wedged between the mainland, Sato, and the Noto Peninsula, often referred to as the Metro Paradise. It once had a bright future as a mining base for methane hydrate, but now it's nothing more than a desolate mining town destined to perish. With the widespread use of drones, the northern region became an unmanned granary. Likewise, as mining became automated, the people began leaving Sato Marine City. The decline in population had already begun when I was a kid. Those in the suburbs left first, and as a result, the abandoned district grew. Yukari and I had grown up in this dying city as neighbors. We often looked out of our windows together, gazing at the streets that spread towards the city's glowing center. However, I think we always knew that behind all the bright lights lay a vast expanse of ruins, which was always inching closer. Returning home in your first case, huh, Tsurugi? Strange turn of events, isn't it? However, thanks to that, I may already be of use since I'm pretty familiar with the city. That's the spirit. If you have a keen nose, you'll be fine. Right on. Right on, man, right on. A few hours prior. The incident had been caused by some dumb kid. With that being said, we still couldn't just leave him be. It was a kidnapping after all. The missing person is Shiori Matsukata. Her parents claim she has not returned home since last night. The girl shown on the monitor was quite pretty, cute face and round clear eyes, age 16. Seems like she was attending a high school in Tokyo. If she's not a Latin criminal like us, maybe it's because she's just around that age when kids start fooling around, don't you think? Unlike you, Shiori Matsukata's psychopath has a clear color. However, there is something that seems suspicious. Suspicious? Take a look at this. The picture in the monitor changed. It was from a street camera and showed Shiori Matsukata smiling. Smiling at some kid, but only the back of the head was visible. It seemed like they were going into an automated taxi together. Who's that kid? We don't know his identity yet. They seem to be on good terms. Just look at her face. What a nice smile. Doesn't she look like she's met an old friend? I thought that too. I think the two are old friends. Maybe they knew each other from middle school. Why do you think so, Miss Tsunemori? There is evidence to back it up. Miss Kanamori found it when analyzing the footage from the street cameras, but by analyzing and extracting footage from the street cameras and scanners, finding these high school students was going to be a breeze. All we had to do was follow the tracks. As expected, there wasn't a clear shot of the suspect's face, but the conversation between the two could be heard clearly. They were bickering about something. Thanks for coming today. I didn't expect you to come at such short notice, but I had a good time. Huh? Wait, what? Wait, aren't you still having a good time? I have to go. I have a curfew. Huh? What do you mean by curfew? Don't you live by yourself in Tokyo? My AI secretary keeps a log. My curfew is 7 p.m. Any later and my family will be notified. Pretty soon my mom will call me. Are they that stupid? Do they really have such a little faith in their daughter? If so, they should have never let you into Tokyo in the first place. Hey, I'm in Tokyo for school. My parents are only thinking about my future. What about me? Are you just gonna leave me behind? Come with me. Let's go back to the same high school again. Sounds like this guy is a grade A. I'll let you fill in the blanks. I'll let you fill in the blanks there. Suddenly, it seemed like Shiori's cell phone started ringing. It's my mom. Sorry, but I really have to go. Hey, wait, what are you doing? The male suspect grabbed Shiori's cell and shoved his own cell in her face. The moment she saw it, her face froze. The hollow image projected from this phone was of Shiori in her middle school uniform. She was asleep, hunched over on her desk, and her skirt was all wrinkled. When did you take this hollow? Isn't it cute? That's you back when we were in the same class. I snapped it in 3D HD so it's crystal clear no matter what angle you view it from. I'll send this to all your friends from your cell. Stop, delete it now. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna let you fill in the blanks. She's a freaking creep. Shiori desperately lunged for the phone. The male suspect ran away, taunting her. Then they both vanished from the street camera's view. That was all the evidence we could retrieve. Ooh. That uniform in the hollow. I feel like I've seen it before. Well, what's this? Does Taku have a schoolgirl fetish? It's not like that. Miss Tsunemori, that uniform in the hollow image of Shiori Matsukata. What school is it from? It appears to be from a local middle school. Sato Marine City. So then it must be in that methane hydrate mining sector in Niigata, right? You're well informed. You can tell that specific uniform is from a middle school in Niigata? What a maniac. No, that's not it. Sato Marine City is my hometown. Hometown. Now that is a piece of information missing from my memories. Without any of her memories, she probably felt a bit empty not knowing where her hometown was. But she didn't seem despondent and questioned Miss Tsunemori instead. So, is it possible the suspect attended the same middle school as Shiori Matsukata in Sato Marine City? Isn't that correct, Inspector Tsunemori? That is right. Were either of them seen after this footage was taken? Her whereabouts are still unknown. The suspect hasn't been seen since. So you're saying he's on the move, yet avoiding the street cameras. At the very least, it seems the suspect is aware he's committing a crime. Have you checked all of the records of street cameras and scanners outside of Tokyo, especially within the Hokkaido region, as well as the other PSB data systems? We're searching, but don't be optimistic. Infrastructure beyond Tokyo is lacking, and moreover, the Hokkaido region is a granary. Uninhabited places have less scanners. Outside of Tokyo? Hokkaido region? Wait, are you... The suspect told Shiori Matsukata to come with him back to their hometown so they could be together again. Are you serious? Apparently such things had happened long ago. I once heard about it from Yukari after she read a classic novel she liked. I think it was called Eloping. Yeah, but the thing is, in eloping, both parties have to be completely involved. Consent is a thing, you guys. Seriously, it's not eloping if it's kidnapping. I mean, shit. Emergency report from Hokuriku. Poor hue levels detected among passengers at an underwater subway station in Sato Marine City. The suspects have already evaded the drones. A thorough investigation was conducted at once. All street scanners among underwater subway stations were analyzed, and footage from the cameras were reviewed. Shiori Matsukata's terrified face popped up in a pixelated 2D image. As the male suspect forced Shiori onto the train, his face could now clearly be seen. He does look like a great creep. It was easy to identify him now. Haruto Sato, age 16, born in Sato Marine City, where he currently attends a local high school. Haruto's hue is a dark orange color. Quite cloudy. Thankfully, Shiori's hue was not worsened by that much. The hue color of Haruto Sato is a dark orange. This color bears a risk of impulsive criminal tendencies and requires immediate therapy. How will the Dominator react? Is he a target for execution? We don't know that until we aim the Dominator at him. Though the possibility of him becoming a Latin criminal is not low. Thought so. Good, we might make it in time. He might be spared the fate I had of being sent to an isolation ward, and may still be able to return to society. And I think that's part of this. It's another thing that I'm not quite positive about this concept is like, what does it mean to be a Latin criminal? What does it mean? What does a hue mean? Like, what is the bad hues and good hues? I imagine that good is kind of like lighter colors and bad is darker orangish colors. But I don't know. So if you know and you would like to educate me on Psychopath lore, Go ahead, hit the comment section. Do it. Do it. However, the fact that his hue had deteriorated, we, the PSB CID's Division 1, rushed to the scene, Zato Marine City, my hometown. Hey, how long are you planning to drag me around for? Are we going to sleep outdoors again tonight? I want a shower. Don't look so scared. Sleeping outdoors every once in a while is fine, okay? Take a look at your own well-rested face. It turned out quite well. Another picture? What's wrong with you? The hollow image you showed me yesterday was taken in the classroom, right? Do you get off on taking peeping Tom photos or what? Well, that's because you're too cute. I never planned on misusing it, though. Liar. What you're doing is blackmail. If I didn't, you wouldn't have come along. So I don't want to be separated from you anymore. I still like you, so please stop saying things like that. We'll never meet again. Really? Really? That's your justification? No, I'm sorry. Dude, come on. Look, it's one thing to like someone. It's another thing to kidnap them. I never said anything like that. You did. I have proof. Look at this text. Here's what it said. Once I get to Tokyo, it's the end. It won't do either of us any good. We'll never meet again. Stay well. What's this? That wasn't me. It must have been my mom. She hacked into my account and sent it. Actually, that's actually kind of... I can see that happening in the future. Now that we have, moms and grandmas are getting on Facebook. Next thing they know, they're going to have you hacking their phones. Your mom? She told me I needed to make lots of good friends who'd be useful for my future when I went on to study in Tokyo. What's up with that? Am I just some classmate from the sticks who wouldn't be useful for your future? Is that why she made you sever ties with me? I never thought of it in that way. That's why when you popped out of the blue, I was happy to see you and hung out with you still. Well, that's true. If you hated me, you wouldn't have met up with me anyway. I guess I was right to come visit you. But I didn't expect you to know my address. Your AI secretary must be really advanced in order to locate my address all the way in Tokyo. Isn't it? I already told you this yesterday, but when I woke up one morning, there was this new hollow avatar who introduced itself. I wonder when it got downloaded, though. So maybe he's not 100% full-fledged creep, but he's kind of creepy, though. I mean, you still kidnap someone, dude. I mean, you may have had good intentions, but you still kidnap someone. This is what the AI told me. I am Alpha. I'm here to help you. There's someone you want to see, isn't there? No need to hide it from me. I've been watching you. Why don't you go find her? It's not like you can't go to Tokyo, right? If you need someone to guide you, I can do that for you. And before I knew it, the AI led me to you. It was like fate, right? You and I should never be separated from each other. Maybe. Well, are you satisfied now? Give me my phone. I ended up skipping class and I need to call my mom back. It's all good, right? Hey, why don't you just stay a little longer? Like a date. I didn't even do anything to you last night, right? Well, I guess I'll stay with you, but only for today. And promise me this, delete that hollow image, return my cell phone, and never do anything like this again, okay? Sure, now, where should we go? There's lots of places in this town filled with memories, huh? Alright, well, National Hospital became our temporary headquarters. It's within the Central Management Tower, which manages the entire city and also held up the dome roof. The roof of the Central Management Tower had a takeoff landing facility for VTOLs. It was moved by an elevator which connected the dome to the outside world. This VTOL was referred to as a super ambulance and was exclusive to the PSB. It'd be useful if is there ever an incident that requires us to visit the countryside. I was gonna see if there was a pause menu. Maybe I can figure out what all these words mean, because I keep seeing there's this thing at the top of the screen that it says like a new word has been added to your inventory, but I'm like, I don't know. I can't get there. What do I do? The data acquired from the street cameras and scanners were sent to Miss Kara Nomori, who stayed behind in Tokyo where she performed further analysis. As a result, we confirmed that Haruto Sato and Shiori Matsukato were on the move in the city in a rental car. An automated taxi, underwater subway train, and now a rental car, huh? That isn't cheap. That Haruto kid must be quite rich. And you know what else is rich? The fact that I have to let you go for the day. Thank you all for watching. This has been Chaos Signature. This game is Psycho Pass Mandatory Happiness. You can find a link to buy it in the description below. Yeah, if you liked this video, like. If you disliked it, dislike. And if you want to subscribe for more content, you press that subscribe button right there, right down there. And I will see y'all with more Psychopaths Mandatory Happiness next time.